Hello. I told you, I promised you that I would show you some of the stuff we got off of Amazon this last week. So here we go. I'm going to just start showing you stuff. So here it comes. Okay, well, we'll start with the books. This is the book that I mentioned that is very similar to the one that we got when we went in 2000. And it's got some good maps inside it and really good explanations of where we're going to go and those kinds of things. It's also got a short section on things you need to know as a traveler as far as modest dress and that kind of thing. But it also, on some of the sites, it has little things like this that tells you what kind of dress you need, things that you can't do while you're there. Like this is, it doesn't take any money to get in. And this is a paid venue that you do have to have money to get in. So it's got some of that kind of information. This is the book that Bev asked us to or referred us to or recommended for us. It's got this handy dandy little pocket guide that it's a removable map that you could take out and look at while we're walking around. These are Bluetooth earbuds that I just got. And, you know, these are fine. They just go in your, obviously, just go in your ear. You actually, you charge them with this little thing. So they just stay in their handy dandy little case and you just charge them right inside the case. The only thing I don't like about these, they only last for about 4 hours altogether. But yeah, that's not going to last us our whole trip. So, which brings up this point, you need a power bank. And I've never had one of these things, but this EAFU power bank is the one that I got. And it's really nice because when it's plugged in, it tells you the percentage that's left. So this is charged to 100% right now. And it is good for 2 full charges on your phone or an iPad. It came with this handy dandy little light that you plug in. I didn't even know it came with that, but that's kind of a fun little reading light or whatever. Or for when we're on the plane and everything's dark and you need a little light. That's kind of nice. This is the adapter that I got. I think I told you that already or put a picture of it on the page already. These are our money belts, and they are RFID safe, and you can see they've got 2 different zippered compartments, mesh so that it doesn't, it's not as hot as some of them are. So they're big, they're bulky, but believe me, you'll want to keep your passports close to you and under your clothes. That's a really important. And if you carry any large amounts of money, large bills, that kind of thing, that's what goes in there. I also purchased a walking stick. I just am not as steady on my feet just because of some of my health issues. And Roy's arm is not always going to be available for me. So I got this, I think it was maybe $20 or something on Amazon. If you want the link that I used, just let me know and I can put it in the comments. So those are some of the smaller things. In the next segment, I will chat about packing cubes.
I want to take it all, but it won't fit.
So I've been watching some of these wonderfully creative packing videos and some of these professional traveler packer kinds of people. And so here's what we've come up with for how we're going to pack. Now, Bev is really serious when she says, please only take a carry-on and 1 checked bag. Why would Bev not want us to take more luggage? Yep, there's not very much room on the bottom of that bus where all of our luggage has to fit. Here's our imaginative way that we're packing. This is a backpack. It has 2 compartments. The inside compartment is like a suitcase. It came with 3 packing cubes, a big, a middle, and a little. So Roy was able to get all of his underwear and about 6 pair of socks in here. A packing cube really does make a huge difference when you're trying to smush things in. Now, the second part of this did not come with it, by the way. The second part of the backpack is this front part that this is where all of your business stuff goes. You know, if you've got an iPad, you put it here. You got a phone, you're going to put it in some of these spots. And then you've got this outside pocket. Now, there's no lock on this, so I wouldn't put anything valuable in here. We are going to get a padlock on that, because when these zippers come together, we're going to put them and keep these areas locked. Now, this is what I got for Roy for the day trips. It has a pocket inside it that's also RFID safe. Now, why did I get him this when he's already got the thing that goes around his tummy? Because the thing that goes around your tummy is for things that you don't really care to get into during the day while you're walking around. This you carry on the outside of your clothes, and this is where you keep your gum and the credit cards that you're going to get to, your cell phone, that kind of thing. Opens up to this RFID safe compartment. That's where you keep your MasterCard, your Visa, your phone, where they can't get it. Okay, I'm packing this empty inside one of his carry-ons. Okay, so he's actually only going to carry on this backpack as his personal item, like his purse, that's going to go underneath the seat in front of him, and then this regular sized rolly carry-on, and he'll have, you know, the whatever clothes won't fit in there, he'll have in this rolly carry-on. All right, so those are his 2 bags. We're going to have one checked bag between us. That's it. I then am going to have this purse, which is also RFID safe. That's going to be my personal item, and I'm only going to have this rolly backpack. It's going to have, now this is my packing cube, my large one. It has the expandables. Mine has the expandable that you pack it while it's tall, and then you push the zippers down. So this big one, this has 5 pair of pants, 1 jacket, and 6 shirts in it. And this is going to fit very nicely in the big compartment of my backpack. I can also fit, I think, both of these full in that same back compartment. So I can have not all of my clothing, but almost all of my clothing in that carry-on. And then I'll have my crossbody bag for my personal item that won't be very heavy at all. So that's how we're going to pack. A lot of our stuff is going to be with us carrying on, and then we're just going to have the one checked bag between us. We're also taking this little guy that is the collapsible duffel bag, remember? We're going to take that in our checked bag so that if we get there and just go on a buying spree, then we can use that as our second checked bag and dump all our dirty clothes in there and use our big checked bag to protect our valuables, or put our valuables in the carry-ons on our way home if they're breakable. Okay, hello again. Some notes from my neurologist. She has traveled all over the world, and so she's been excited about me going to Israel. And I called her and asked her about some of my meds, because I take quite a few medications and I get them for 90 days, and so my bottles are huge. And I also asked her if I needed to take the actual prescription with me. Of course, we got to keep the medication in the labeled bottles, but she said you only have to take a paper prescription for injectable medications. You need to keep your medication in your possession at all times, or it's going to need to be in a safe in our room. but it has to be either with you or in a safe all the time. Because I have such big bottles, she suggested I go to my pharmacy and ask them to just rerun the same prescription label, put it on a small bottle, and then I just take the amount of that prescription that I need for the trip. So I just stopped by my pharmacy this afternoon and they were happy to do that. So that's a much better way to do it. You save a little space in your packing. She said I didn't need to take a written prescription with me because most countries overseas won't honor an American prescription written out by an American doctor. You pretty much are going to have to go to a doctor in that country and they're going to have to write the prescription for you. Now, if you have your doctor write a letter explaining why you're taking that prescription, what the diagnosis is, that's very helpful. So those are the little things that I learned about medication, and I hope that's helpful. Let me know if you have other questions and we'll try to figure that out. But I think this is all I have left to tell you, unless you have more questions. So, yay.